All
All
right,
right.
here, here we are.
I guess
Welcome to the season 82 entry draft, brought to you by nobody because we have no partners. In accordance with the SHL and the SMJHL media policies. I'm
we are partnered by Gary Bettman, so he may
There you
show up at
go.
some point today.
There you go. There you go. I'm Johnny Hockey 17, goalie for the Anchorage Armada, and I'm here with
Yep, Zinny. My player name is Erky Kayla for the Carolina Kraken, and we're going to be talking about the draft as it goes live today.
the
We're just waiting.
many minutes here. I was like, do you have any mock drafts you want to quickly run down? Like, do you have any
Yeah, so
top 10s you can go over?
I think the first overall is going to go to, well, I don't know about the first overall, but I think that Patrick Rail and
Yeah, Ricky. Good old
yeah,
pal.
oh no, yeah, that's right, he is a goalie.
No, he's not. Nope.
Oh, he's not.
No, he's just on the Armada, so that's all.
Yeah,
All
yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah, left wing. Yeah, so I think that Patrick Rail and oh my God, I'm blanking on the name. He's he's my teammate and I can't remember his name.
too
I'm
many
trying to
names, man.
yeah, yeah, RLG 91, his username, Ryan Dino Nugget Hopkins. I think both of them are going to be going in the top three.
Really? So
Yeah.
Patrick Rail coming in seventh in scoring. He put up 53 points in 66 games with, like I mentioned, the Anchorage Armada, and then you were saying Dino Nugget Hopkins played on Carolina, 35 points in 66 games. Pretty good rookie numbers. He had 13 goals. It's not bad. Double digit goals is never something to scoff at.
Yeah.
Patrick
Yeah,
Rail was so solid for us.
oh my God. Yeah, huge and he is a TPE machine.
Yeah.
Um
Oh, cranks out those. The deep dives were done in the first probably 20 minutes. He is just on it.
nice.
He's a good draft candidate for sure.
Yeah, I'm honestly kind of jealous of that drive that he has because I kind of anticipated myself having that, but I lost a little bit of steam in the season. But yeah, the dude's a machine.
Long
And
season, man. It's a long season.
yeah, and as far as Hopkins goes, 35 points isn't, the greatest thing ever, but I just look at his like determination and activity and involvement in our own locker room Discord, and I have a feeling that he did really well with his different scouts that he talked to. Um,
That's always
and
important.
yeah, yeah, big time. Um,
That should be good. Those are two big names. The leading scorer, Cohen Bulkbinder. I'm not sure how to say that. He's a centerman for Great Falls Grizzlies. Played 66 games, 68 points. So should be interesting to see like how much stats go into play
yeah.
with where guys go. Should be interesting.
Well, I think for that Cohen player, for was that Grand Falls, um, I think that that's a player that their stats also match their involvement with the league so far because I have him going in the top five as well,
Oh,
just
really?
because
Okay.
his TPE is pretty damn high. Um, if I'm looking here,
Yeah, I'm just
uh,
searching up the same thing. I'm looking.
yeah, seventh in TPE right now in the draft class.
Yeah, so he's up there and he's performing, so he should be. Yeah, so it should. In if you add the two things together, he should be up there as well. Uh,
Yeah.
Pretty high in the drafts.
Oh, all right. The stream is starting. This is exciting. I'm hoping that this is going to be like just as cool of an experience as like the junior draft because that was one of the coolest things ever.
Was yes, super exciting, super exciting. But it should be fun to see what happens here. Uh,
Absolutely. So one of the things that we're
Anybody?
seeing here on the draft board is that Manhattan has traded away the second overall pick about an hour ago to Texas. So Texas now has the second and third overall pick.
Wow, making some moves.
Absolutely.
Oh, maybe bringing in some key pieces to put together a run. I believe the San Francisco Pride is that who won it? If I'm not mistaken, a few days ago. Um, it was a good tight battle. I think that's three in a row for them now. If I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Um,
I think you're right.
yeah, they did. They beat the Tampa Bay Barracuda. So
Three in a row.
they don't pick until 35. So it kind of shows maybe what they've done with their picks. Kind of
Yeah,
win now mode.
absolutely. Three in a row. That's really impressive. Also,
Yeah.
little humble braggings, but also congratulations to the Carolina Kraken and myself for winning the four-star cup. That was exciting.
First year in the league, and Kayla gets it done.
No doubt. Man, it
Crazy stuff.
takes me 50 seasons to win the cup in game plan, and I win it in the first season in the juniors here.
Yeah. Isn't that how it goes? Isn't that how it goes? Should be fun. It's only showing three rounds. Is that accurate? Is it really only three rounds? 60 players going through?
No, no. This is probably just like the first screen.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
I think counting goalies, we have around 90 players in this draft class, maybe a
Are
little bit
they?
less.
Did any of them tail off as far as inactive? Do we know?
There are a couple inactive. I
Oh,
know
there's your first pick. Thomas Passarelli goes to Toronto. Left wing
Thomas.
from Vancouver. Um, where?
Give
Thomas
me a second.
Passarelli. Total TPE 367. He's got 288 applied. Like we said, he was playing in Vancouver. So we'll see.
Thomas Passarelli. I'm trying to find the stats.
Um,
Oh, there it is.
we got
All right, so
32
yeah.
before it.
Uh, actually, you can do it. My thing's messed up right now.
Okay, so Thomas Passarelli, he's a right defenseman for Vancouver. Defenseman going off the board early. He's a plus 13 on the year. Nope. Yes, he is plus 13. He had 32 points, 14 goals, 18 assists. Um, solid player for his team. He was, if we look at points, he looks like he's
Okay,
coming
there we
in at
go.
45th in points, but as a defenseman, that's looking pretty good. Um, again, like I said, good year, and he's up there in TPE as well. Um, T Money 6996 is the username for anyone that's interested. The draft is actually paused. Oh nope, we're back. There he is, Thomas Passarelli. He was selected fifth overall by Vancouver back last year in the entry draft into the SMJHL. 367 total TPE and a $23.8 million bank balance.
Nice. I see that
It's a good
Braden
pick.
Shen Braden Shen is his player render.
Yep. That's a great player right there. Everybody seems to love Brady Shin.
Oh
Not a
yeah,
lot of
big fan.
haters. Yeah, not a
Flyers
lot of
never should
hate.
have traded him. That was an
Can't win
awful
them
trade.
all.
Awful trade. Don't get me started.
Flyers, man. Awful organization.
Says the Toronto fan.
Hey, listen.
You realize that Toronto is basically like the Flyers of the
Oh,
West.
there we go. Toivo
Ooh,
Jokinen, who was a goalie, actually. He must have changed
interesting.
his render. I thought he wasn't a goalie, but it's saying he had 20 goals and 15 assists, so I must be mistaken. Um, his render is a goalie though, which is odd.
Yeah.
But that's an interesting one. Yeah, so he goes second overall. Toivo Jokinen,
Yeah,
Texas
Toaster.
Rangers.
He is
So
listed as a right wing. Yeah, that's
yeah,
interesting.
that's
I'm
weird.
not.
Maybe he just
Is
has a
he?
odd render.
Is he? Is he just skating out there in like goalie gear as a
Yeah,
winger?
maybe he just likes the goalie pads or something. But I think he's a right winger, which is I
Extra
think he got
protection.
drafted first overall in the SMJHL entry draft. So that's a big pick.
Where'd he get picked?
It's just number two. Oh, in the
Oh,
first one, he got in
yeah,
the
yeah,
first
the
one
junior.
first, I think. First,
Oh wow. That's some pedigree right there.
no doubt. Kept it up.
I don't know if you knew this, but if you get picked first overall, you get like a special card made because you were first overall, and that's got to be a cool accomplishment for Pastorelli.
Oh, that would be cool. That would be
Yeah.
really neat. Pastor goes home happy today. Not only going to a good Toronto squad, but getting a card as well.
Actually, it looks like there it is. I
Oh,
told you,
there you
Patrick
are
Rail,
to
top
the Texas
three.
Renegades. That's crazy.
Let's
Congratulations.
go.
It says he was selected. Oh, wait. Oh, yes. 45th overall by Anchorage Armada. Patrick Rail. He was great for us this year as a player. He started the year really, really great, kind of tailed off at the end, but so did all the rookies and really the team as a whole. So as we said, look at that bank balance, $36.8 million. He really, really grinds.
That's a crazy amount of money for one season.
It's a great accomplishment.
Dude, Texas is loading up. Those two picks, that's impressive. And I don't know if I'm missing something here on the draft board on this on the stream, but um man, I didn't think that Toronto had the first overall pick on the sheet here.
So,
Where's it
no.
at? Yeah, I'm seeing here on the forum that the Minnesota Monarchs had the first overall. I
Oh,
don't know.
well, that
Another
must have
trade was
changed some
probably
stuff
done.
up. Yeah, right at the end, maybe.
Yeah, because Toronto had the ninth pick. Yep, and Minnesota has the ninth now. So yeah, some a trade must have happened in the last
Yeah,
hour.
yeah. We aren't privy to that information.
Yeah,
No, we don't get that yet.
we're
That's
just two lowly prospects right now.
yes, we are just yes, we just report. That's what we do. We
Yeah,
report.
we're the fodder of the league.
Yes, exactly that. Hamilton taking some time here,
Yeah, no
really,
doubt.
really mulling
Stretching
over
out
their
that
decision.
clock.
Yep, thinking about some moves that could be made.
I got a prediction about this one. I have a feeling that the Dino Hopkins. I called
Oh my!
it.
Wow. Do you have inside information? You cannot be saying this.
Dude, I don't. I
Ryan Dino
freaking
Nugget
don't.
Hopkins, 374
Let's go.
TPE, 8.375 bank balance. He had 13 goals, 22 apples on the year for 35 points. He was a dash two. He played 15.72 minutes a game. So what's that like 15:43
Yeah,
somewhere there in game. He had a good year there. That's a another fellow teammate to Zinny.
absolutely. Yeah, we played on
There
the
you
same
go.
line
Two
together.
teammates. Two teammates picked in the first top four. That's impressive.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
I told you Patrick Rail
You
and
did.
Hopkins in the
You
top
did.
three. I was one off. It was top
You
four,
were
but
right there. You were right there. We have someone with inside knowledge. Who's going next there, Zin? You?
well, so I was curious because
You've
Toronto
got
did
nine.
have they had the fifth and the ninth, and I predicted that I was going to go to Toronto with the ninth pick, but now they just have the fifth now. I have no idea. I don't know. I feel I don't know if they'd want to go with me at the fifth, but
We're about
I'm
to
trying to
see.
remember if I was scouted by Montreal. Gappy Hillmore, there it is.
Oh, there you go. 378 total TPE, 27 million in the bank. 5 goals, 25 assists, +9 on the year. He played 17. We'll go 26. 17-26 again. Again, I'm going off
That's
17.41. So stuff.
yeah,
He was
that's good.
selected 39th originally. So
That's a good Corsi. That's a good time on ice for a rookie. I actually in my mock draft I had him going first overall.
I think he's leading the charge there in TPE for all rookies.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Montreal with 2 picks here, back to
6 and
back.
7. And then BAP, that's was that
Tomorrow.
Baltimore? What's their team name? Platoon?
Yeah.
Let's go. So who are we missing here? Who was Pasta picked yet? He's got to be coming up,
So
right?
the turtle has to be coming soon.
Yeah.
Um, it
Yeah,
should be.
there's no way.
There's a lot of top earners there still. Like there's a lot of guys that have clearly stuck to it and kept earning that are up there in like the over 350s. So that
Yeah.
should be pretty close here. Yeah, like Johan Lodewick, Thurston
Y-
Bull, Pass of
Yeah.
the Turtle should be coming next. Some of those names. There you go. Pass of the Turtle.
Yep.
Taken 370 total TPE, a 53.8 million in bank. He had an
Damn.
18 goal season, 27 assists. Wow, he put
What
points
is
in.
going on with that player render?
+4 and 18 minutes a night. Yeah, he's got for those. Obviously, this is a podcast. They can't see it. It looks like what is
Like a
that?
Lego head? It was like a Lego
Yeah,
head, but with like a wolf uh hat thing.
yes, it is an odd. With obviously, he's doing the big celly, but he's got like a purple Thunder Bay jersey on. It is quite a sight to see.
Yeah.
And so the turtle. So do you think next could be um, on my team there, Anchorage, pesky, pesky perch?
Pesky.
Because nope, it's not. But pesky and him love each other. Oh, look at this guy.
Harlan
362 total
Sanders.
TPE, 25 million in the bank, 26 goals this year. That's crazy. 24
Nice.
assists. Dash 20 is really rough, but that's okay.
Yeah.
His team had a tough year. He
Yeah,
played
they
about
did.
17 minutes, 55 seconds a night.
Doesn't change the fact that Nevada has the best logo in the juniors.
Thank you.
Undisputed.
It's just, it's there.
Um, I know as far as the
All
other
right.
players, um, Thurston, uh, where's he at here? Yeah, Thurston Bull, he's gonna have to go to, I think, Texas, because he is like a co-GM of Texas, I believe, Captain Cooper.
Easton Bull, you think? Well, 10th pick.
Yeah. Or no,
Yeah.
I think he's gonna go to Texas in like a second round because he can't play for anyone else except for the team that he GMs.
Oh, right. Fair.
Yeah.
There you go. There's
There
Johan
he
Lodewijk.
is.
Baltimore platoon. 373 total TPE, 10 million in the bank, 11 goals, 35 assists, +26. Great year for the right shot defenseman.
Abs
53.4 Corsi, and playing about 19 minutes, 20 seconds.
Absolutely. Baltimore got a good player there, without a doubt. Um,
Shores up
yeah,
the defense there.
I think one thing that we had to like rethink as far as our mock drafts and how this draft is actually going to go is it's definitely far less important how a player performed in their rookie season and more about are they earning, are they active in the forums, how are they in the locker room. I think those are the things that really boost a player up to the top. Um,
That's exactly. I mean, although it's nice to think that the performance really does play factor, I don't think, yeah, like you're saying, I don't think it really does. I think it's such a long period of time, and the difference between a good player and a bad player is dictated on their activity and not necessarily their stats at all, right? So I think
Yeah.
it's more of like, can we find a player that will be here and will be doing stuff for the next bit instead of someone that's good right now and they're good at building their player, but they're not necessarily good at
hmm
staying with it for a while. I think that's the
Next up,
Raggy
we got,
Evil.
yeah,
Give
363 TPE, over 16 million in the bank. He was selected 48th by QC. He's got 14 goals, 37 assists. He's a plus 28. He's got a 55% Corsi, which is impressive, and over 17 minutes time on ice. He's going
Again,
to
for a rookie, when you're
Minnesota.
up there over in that 17-minute range, that means that you're not just playing on the third line, that you've been tasked with some important matchups for your team. So that's always good to see.
For sure. Let me find him. Greg Evil. Yeah, so he's ranked 15th in TPE. I definitely had him on my mock draft.
Red
The
Evil.
Evil is back.
You could almost say that is an evil name.
All right.
People are going to leave the
Texas has the
podcast as
next
soon as they
pick.
hear that.
What'd you say?
I said, you could almost say it is. Greg has an evil name, and I
Holy
thought
shit,
people might
we got a tiger on the ice.
Oscar Spengard, the Nevada Battleborn Bengal.
He's literally a tiger.
Yes, Blue Dog 25 is no Blue Dog. He has 350 TP in the banks over 7 million. He was selected 57th by Nevada. Originally 2 goals, 13 assists, minus
Oof.
43. It's a really tough year. A 42.8
42%
Corsi
Corsi.
and
Yeah.
over 18 minutes. It's a really tough year, but I mean, just logged heavy minutes. That's all for a not
Yeah.
that great team. That's what's going to happen.
Yep.
But again, like we were just talking, if he's shown people that he's going to be around and he cares, then that's why he deserves a top 10 pick. And that's it for your top
Absolutely.
tens. So we got a Thomas Passarelli going one, number two, Toivo Jokinen, three, Patrick Rail, four, Ryan Dino Nugget Hopkins, five, Gappy Hillmore, six, Pass of the Turtle, followed up by a Harlan Sanders pick at seven, Johan Lodewick uh, at eight. Minnesota took the evil Greg at pick number nine, and then lastly, pick number 10, Oscar Svengard, the
Yeah,
Bengal from Nevada.
if I remember right, I had Oscar, I think like in the top two or top three of the junior draft. It's good to see that they've remained active and obviously a highly valuable player. And next up, 11th overall, we have Robbie Gardner, Hood Rat Royalty, 359 TPE, plays for the Kelowna Knights. He's got 8.9 mil in the bank. He was selected 42nd overall by the Knights. He's got 4 goals, 23 assists, plus 15, 51% Corsi, and over 19 minutes of ice time. He's a defenseman. That's a good bit of ice time for a rookie, and obviously a
Very,
successful season.
very much so. 19.46 TOI. That's logging elite minutes as a rookie. So he's going to be tasked with some tough years here coming up in, where was he? Kelowna?
Yes,
That's going to be some heavy years. Get lots of time for some development for him.
absolutely. I've seen Hood Rat around the forum quite a bit, so they're definitely active in the forums
I
and
also think I also think
chirpers.
he came over to do game plan as well. So cool to see the
Oh
cross
yeah, that's
game.
right. I do recognize that username.
Yeah, cool to see cross game.
Yoshi. I'll let you handle this pronunciation.
Yoshinobu Ishii goes 11 at 354. Um, Actually, I think is that 12 or is it 11? He was selected 30th overall by Great Falls. Originally, he had a 11 goal, 22 assist season. He was dash 18, 41.5 Corsi, and a 16 minutes 0.71 time occupied in. So he was on the lower end of time, but he's still Yeah, what do you have? 33 points. That's still a good year.
Yeah,
That's a point per
ranked
game, playing under 17 minutes.
ranked 27th in TBE right now. Actually tied with my TPE. A center for Grand Falls. They had a tough season. But yeah, he's a good player. I don't know much about him as a player and as a user, but oh, all right, we're on the next one. Chris Gaines, 345 TPEs, got 7 mil in the bank. He plays for Kelowna Knights. Where have we heard that before? He was actually claimed on waivers by Kelowna. He's got 12 goals, 25 assists, plus 12, 51.4% Corsi, and over 16 minutes in time on ice as a left winger. Interesting waiver claim, and to be going from waivers and then top half of the first round. All right, maybe we're moving a little bit further now. We're up to Swiffer Sweeper, or was that a mistake on the stream?
Oh, we're not really sure. Chris Gaines has gone 13th as of to this point.
I'm thinking that was a mistake because I believe that looked like, yeah, that was Minnesota Monarchs. All right, Swiffer Sweeper going to Minnesota, 358 TPE, only 200K in the bank right now. He plays for St. Louis Scarecrows, which had a very tough season. He's got 12 goals, 18 assists. He's a minus 43, 46% Corsi, and almost 16 minutes time on ice. Can't really look at the stats because they
Pretty
had a
limited ice time there.
yeah, they had a
Because
rough
of a
time.
short leash. Yeah. Short leash for Swiffer Sweeper. You could say maybe he wasn't getting things clean. Who knows?
He wasn't quite absorbent out there.
Yes. Maybe yeah,
Maybe
they didn't they didn't
he needs to
maybe
be
this is
the
a different environment, just a new year, some fresh blood.
yeah.
Maybe things need to
He
get
wasn't
swish around there in St.
he
Louis.
wasn't the quicker picker upper that we thought he'd be. No.
Dyson came in and beat him to it. Oh, there's HI. There's our guy. I'm not even gonna pronounce it because he's told me himself directly about 6 or 7 times, and
All
I
right,
can't remember.
Project
So
Saint is the username, 325 TP. He's got over 5 mil in the bank, plays for St. Louis Scarecrows. He was selected 23rd overall as Scarecrows. 28 goals, 30 assists. That's impressive as hell. Minus 16. Uh, playing for not who did he play for? St. Louis. Yeah,
St.
not a great
Louis.
team, but yeah, to play for a team that's struggling like St. Louis because they are at the bottom of the standings, and he has 28 goals, 30 assists. I
I think they had a good playoff run as a team. They did. They made it to the round three
They
where they got
did.
swept by you guys, but
Yeah,
I mean, even then, um, he had a great playoff run, having 16 points in 17 games, sniping 10, which is great, but wasn't enough at the end of the day to get it done.
I think we can probably say that this guy is a
Yep.
recreate 89 mil in the bank Bangankis Clunk explosion.
Yep. This
Uh
guy is a slug or a caterpillar. What is this guy?
I'm trying to find him right now.
Not really sure what we're looking at here, folks, but there's a caterpillar on the ice with a jersey and a cigarette in his mouth. Um, yeah, 8 goals, 21 assists. He's a dash 21. Did you go through this already? I was just distracted by
No,
this.
no, no, I missed it
Jeez.
on the
Okay,
stream.
he's drafted 49th overall, 8 goals, 21 assists, dash 21. He had a 42.5% Corsi, playing over 19 minutes a game. As a caterpillar, you gotta think that's taxing, but who am I to judge?
Oh my God. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, Detroit
Mono,
also had
big
a
17.
Toronto 17?
Here we go, Zinny. This is you. This is where Erky Kayla pops up on the screen.
No doubt. I mean, probably not, but we'll see.
Huh, that's okay.
Oh, who's your player render?
Carey Price.
Okay, nice.
Who's yours?
Matvey Mishkov.
Oh, there you go. The little Russian sniper. Don't
Which is
broke
like
his
not
record.
which is not at all like what my player actually is. He's a I believe he's from Denmark and he's like a two-way playmaker.
Oh, there you go. Not at all. Oh, we got we got
Oh,
HI back
Project Saint gets drafted again.
up. This is crazy. He must be unreal.
I heard they cloned him.
Oh. Toronto, Montreal, Hamilton, Texas would round out the rest of round one. Top 20 picks. It's been good so far. There's been a couple surprises. Like for me, when I look through this list, I look at Yoshinobu as a small surprise. Gaines is a small surprise. Even HI has a small surprise. Just looking at the TPE balance, but hey, what do I
Yeah,
know? Whole
agreed.
guacamole gets drafted to Toronto. um, his render is what's that guy's name?
Jamie Tart
Yeah,
from
there you
Ted
go.
Lasso.
Exactly. He's got 327 total DPE, 8.2 mil in the bank. He was originally selected 22nd overall, 9 goals, 25 assists, plus three with 55.5% Corsi. Played about 19 and a half minutes a game. Once as a rookie. Holy guacamole, that's a lot of ice time.
Let me see if I can pull him
Montreal,
up
Hamilton,
here.
and Texas.
All right, 34. He was a +3, 26 penalty minutes. Didn't spend too much time on the power play. Uh, he got two shorthanded goals as a defenseman. That's impressive. One shorthanded assist, 76 faceoffs as a defenseman. That's definitely something.
One guy, offensive defenseman.
No doubt. I mean, he is Jamie Tart.
His skills translate. We got Montreal on the clock now.
Waiting on the 18th pick.
There we go. Kelly McMahon or McMahon. McMahon? What do you think? 366 total
McMahon?
TPE. McMahon, nah, who knows?
I don't know.
24.5 million, 13 goals, 20 assists, was originally selected 11th overall. Comes in minus 34. Um, she was a 44.1% Corsi and played 17.6 minutes a night. She
13
had a good
goals,
year.
20 assists. That's not bad. Great Falls had a tough season, but those are pretty decent numbers for a rookie playing on the third
Yeah,
line.
yeah.
24
Well
mil in
done
the
to
bank,
Kelly.
that's nothing to scoff at.
No,
That's a lot more than I got in the bank.
tell me about it.
I mean, if we're talking about real life bank, I think my number starts with a color red.
Yeah,
Um,
that's right. Exactly. Why can't win them all? You got to spend it to make it. That's what they say.
yep. We got two more picks in the first round. Goes to Hamilton and Texas. Texas has already selected second, third, and 11th. Didney Frosby gets selected by Hamilton with the 19th pick. 299 TPE, 7.1 mil in the bank. Selected 27th by Ottawa Highlanders, has 21 goals, 32 assists, plus one, almost a 54% Corsi, and 16 and a half minutes on the ice. That's an impressive season.
It's a very impressive season. Sidney Frosby getting ready to play some excellent hockey again in 3 years' time in Hamilton, but that's a good pickup for them late in the draft. Good player, just sitting there. He does have a low TPE balance, but that's okay. Lots of time. Lots of time.
Oh yeah. They are
Last
actually
pick of
somewhat active in our locker room, so I can definitely attest they're good people.
there you go. Going to be around a long time. Lots of potential. Important again for this again, because these teams aren't going to be seeing these players for another 3 seasons, at least. So
Yeah.
it's important really to get an idea as to who you're dealing with instead of just the player. Last pick of the first round, Boone Breakaway. Uh, 350 total TBE, 40 million in the bank. He was originally selected 15th overall by the Grizzlies. Had a 20-goal season, 21 goals, 20 assists. He was minus 50 with a 40.8 Corsi and just about 16 minutes of ice time.
Those are good
That's it for
offensive
the first
numbers.
round. Yeah, that is it for the first round.
All right. So we are
Okay, yeah,
gearing up
good.
for the start of the second round. Um, we're looking through the players with the highest TPE right now who haven't been selected yet. And it's hard to tell for a few of them if they are like staff members, GMs, co-GMs on other teams who are, basically forced to go onto their respective teams. But we have Thurston Bull, who is a GM of, I believe, Texas. I could be wrong, but I know they're a GM, so they're already pre-selected to go to their respective team. Then at eighth overall, we have Benevolent, I believe, Caillou, 368 TPE, which is really high. Um, Kristaps Skalbergs, I don't believe was selected yet. They are 11th in TPE with 364. They play for the Thunder Bay Walleye. Um, then we have that name, uh,
Yeah, that's
uh, a center who plays for QC. Not even going to attempt. I think that's more letters than are in the actual alphabet.
Seth Asterico, Gus Levishanimo. Um, that's what we're gonna go with.
That's
So
a valiant effort.
yeah.
Um,
PUMG is the username. Anyways, continue
yeah.
on.
Then we have Timothy Welch at 16th. He is a fellow friend from Game Plan. Is a left wing for QC with 363 TPE. Then we have our own resident
Myself.
Johnny Hockey chilling
Yeah,
at
up there.
362 TPE, the goalie for Anchorage, basically, starting goalie at this point. Am I right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for fully. Yeah.
Hell yeah, hell yeah,
It's very exciting. Very exciting. Very proud member of the Anchorage Armada looking to get things done this year.
absolutely.
Highest TPE goalie and looking again to repeat as the first goalie selected in the draft. But
I
continuing
definitely
on.
see it happen. Yeah, I see
Thank
that
you. Thank
happening for
you.
sure.
Thank you. We have our second goalie actually next. And go ahead, Zinny.
Yeah. Victor York. P
Exactly why I let you do it. You keep going. Keep going. You're doing great.
uh, Palika. I don't know if you pronounce the
Yeah,
J
I
in
would just
that,
go.
but three.
I would just go Pelica.
Yeah, 359 TPE plays for Ottawa. Username BXM. Then we have a silver uh Tarandis. Also plays for the Thunder Bay Walleye with 357. Uh Bartholomew is going to Toronto, I believe, because they are a GM of a team. Or 2.0. I think they are a recreate, I want to say. I don't know if they're like a staff member of another team, but they play for the Nevada Battleborn. Probably, all right, the draft is still going. I was like, what if we go back to the draft screen and they're like halfway through the second round?
Tracking, no worries. No worries. Keep going. You're doing great. You're
Yeah.
letting us all know.
Next we have Maximus Decimus Meridius, who is, of course, the main character of the Gladiator movie, which is pretty awesome. 355 TPE, plays for Detroit. Then we have Travis Coates, another goalie, plays for the Maine Timber. Is that them?
The main timber. Yeah.
Yeah, MET. Yeah. Um, and then after them, we have myself with 354 TPE, plays for Carolina. Another goalie, Ranger fan KJ Daniels. I almost had them in my mock until I saw that they were a goalie.
You had to change that up, eh?
Absolutely. And then we
Hmm.
have, well, there's Glunk Explosion. He was selected already. Emo LeBron with Benoit Jean-La Pachor.
That's close.
Three. That was close. I kind of fell off at the end, but 351 TPE plays for the again the Thunder Bay Walleye. There's a lot of Thunder Bay players in this upcoming selection. I think we're going to see a good bit of them. Um,
Stacking up the draft prospects, I see.
yeah, absolutely. It'll be, one thing I'm really curious to see is like in this upcoming season and the season after, I really want to see how much changes with the junior teams. Like, are we going to see the same teams near the bottom, or is there just going to be like a constant fluctuation of teams just going up and down and seeing a lot of variety? Because I think it would be cool to see a lot of the teams that were near the bottom of the standings this season to have a lot of improvement and maybe some teams off the top get knocked down. But I'm curious to see what happens.
I do think, uh, building off that point, that we are going to see teams that have less rookies. I think that's the big thing, right? Like the more second and or sorry, third and fourth year players you have, you can get to that. I believe it's 425 TBE cap. So you can get those players that are in that range because most of them, when they go into their third year, are already like they have the financial capabilities to be able to get themselves up to that 425. So if you've got a team stacked with third year players and fourth year players, and then maybe throw in some second year players, you're looking good. You've got a bunch of 350s and 425s. Whereas if you got rookies, you're working with like 200s, right? And you don't even get 300 until really you're done the year, right? With the
Yeah.
training and whatnot from the SHL. So I think it'll really come down to the teams that don't have rookies that'll win, and more third and fourth year guys just going off of a TP balance.
Yeah. And that's why I think in some ways I feel like running a junior team can be more difficult than an SHL team in some ways, just because the there's a lot of pressure to hit like home runs in every single draft because let's say you have a really good draft year and you got like three or four players who grow through your team and they're like max earners. Well, at in 3 or 4 seasons time, you're going to lose all of those players at the same exact time as they get called up to their SHL teams, and all of a sudden, the whole top half of your lineup is missing. And if you don't do well for a draft or two, all of a sudden you're in like a really tough spot. Now, on the bright side, it doesn't take nearly as long to go through a rebuild in the juniors because I've heard that if you fall to the bottom in the SHL, you got your work cut out for you to really climb back up. So, it's easier to fall in the juniors, but it's also easier to climb back up.
Right. Right. Well, it's just constant turnover with the amount of years, right? I think it just
Yeah,
gets
I know.
nuts.
I'm hoping that we have some good replacements in Carolina coming up because we lost a couple key pieces this season. First off the top of my head is Chuck. He's Chuck Stewart, I believe. He's a really good shutdown defenseman, and he's going up to the SHL now. But then after this upcoming season, we're losing like the whole top line, and so it might
Really,
be rough. Yeah.
it's going to be a tough sledge.
hmm
But I
All
mean,
right. It looks
again,
like
oh,
Looks
where
like
are we at?
second round. Yep, second round is about to begin,
This is exciting
and
stuff. Uh,
three of the next four picks belong to Hamilton.
Man, it looks like a round littered with some new teams. We haven't seen teams like Calgary or
I don't think Winnipeg's
teams
picked
like,
yet.
yeah, Tampa Bay hasn't gone. San
Yeah,
Francisco will pick this round. Buffalo will pick this round. It's exciting. Oh my, that's quick. Matt Smith with the first pick. He played for Detroit, was originally selected 17th overall. He's got 323 TPE in the bank, 11.7. Oh, sorry, TPE total, and then 11.7 in the bank. He had a nice 24th goal year, 34 assists. It was a dash 15, playing just over 16 minutes and had a 47.6 Corsi. So, again, good pick to start off the second round. Hamilton
Yeah,
goes with a centerman. Pretty
that's a
good.
very good offensive season.
Yeah.
And especially playing for Detroit. I think Detroit is chilling at the bottom. Yeah, second to last. And I think if I'm looking it up right now, he even had good defensive numbers. Let me see here. Matt Smith, minus 15, not bad for a bottom team. Trying to
Well,
find their
that's gonna put
Corsi
him
rate.
fifth in the team. That's gonna put him fifth on the team. There's our next pick. New England Wolfpack. Benevolent Kaiju, a left
Ben,
defenseman out of Ottawa. 368 total TP, 13.3 million in the bank. He has 10 goals, 25 assists. He was a whopping plus 23. He had a great 54% Corsi, playing over 19 minutes. And his render is a
he's Godzilla.
dinosaur. Or there you go. Yes, Godzilla,
God.
a dinosaur. I say. I was like, I know that dinosaur. It looks pretty familiar, but it
Is
is
that
Godzilla,
Reptar?
ladies and
Like,
gentlemen. What is that thing? No,
dude,
we have figured it out.
if someone made Reptar, that would be pretty awesome. Honestly, one of the most unfortunate parts about like SHL as an experience is that I think of names constantly like, oh my God, that would be a great name. This would be hilarious. But it's like if you follow through with your career is going to take you like actual years. And so like there's
Yes.
all these names in my head that I want to be, but like, you can't. And there we oh, we got our first goalie.
No, he beat me. They even talked to me too.
Timu
Unbelievable.
Jarvinen,
He did have a
343
good year though.
TPE, played for St. Louis, 15.2
Yeah.
mil in the bank. He was a 10, 15 and 0, 897 save percentage with a 3.9 goals against average and two shutouts.
The two shutouts is really impressive. That's the impressive part to me. As a goaltender in the league, I had one shutout and I thought I had a pretty good year. I had pretty similar numbers to those. Overall, actually, better save percentage, but it just goes to show like two shutouts is more impressive to me than boasting a better save percentage. It just shows you're able to
Oh yeah.
lock it down for 60 minutes, which is just crazy.
I
So
mean, we're also talking about a team that lost 41 of 66 games.
yeah, so he's
So,
coming in with an 897. That's just in an under
yeah.
four, which is just that's crazy work. So hats off to him. And there's our first goalie selected in the draft. Congrats to
Second
Timu.
round goes to Hamilton.
Good for him. Hamilton starting off strong. Another centerman. Look at them go. Wilhelm Seider, 330 total TPE, 72.8 million in the bank. So he's a recreate for sure.
Definitely.
Selected 10th overall originally by Colorado. He had a 16 goal, 28 assist season. He was dash two, 44.8 Corsi, and 16 and a half minutes time
Do you
occupied in.
recognize the render? That's not
It
Martian, is it?
looks like no. It looks like almost like an Islander. Um,
Oh, well, we just saw the next
oh,
pick.
is it?
Looks like Minnesota is picking Kristoff Skalberg. Um,
But it's got Hamilton's name on it.
Hamilton?
Did it not have Hamilton's like logo and stuff?
Oh, I didn't
Or so?
notice.
Yeah, it
I think
showed
it
it
was
on.
Minnesota.
No, it showed Hamilton's logo. We'll see. There,
There
no,
it
they
is.
fixed it. There, they
Kristoff
fixed it.
Skalbergs. Going to the Monarchs. 364 TPE, 9.9 million in the bank. Thunder Bay Walleye. I told you we'd be seeing some of them. 7 goals, 37 assists, a +3, 47.3% Corsi, and over eight and almost 19 minutes on ice.
Yes.
Uh,
Hey, here.
and Yeah, really good season, good defensive numbers, and Thunder Bay had a pretty decent season, just winning just over half of their games. That's a good pick. I had him a decent amount higher in my mock draft, so I think that's a really valuable pick for them.
For him, good for him. Good pick for them. Minnesota's third pick overall. Um, so that's stocking them up. I think they have two remaining based on
Man,
at least in the top three rounds here.
how far am I gonna fall right now? I'm trying to think. I'm looking at like these next picks, and I'm trying to remember who scouted me because
Yeah, and I'm the
oh,
same way. There, wow,
there
wow.
I
Did we
am.
talk about it? There's Winnipeg. Is that Winnipeg? Is that who it is? The
Yeah.
team? Yeah, there you go. Winnipeg, Eric Kayla. You say it, it's you. I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah.
telling
Eric
you.
Kayla, 354 TPE, 10.4 million in the bank. Selected eighth overall by Carolina, 17 goals, 31 assists, plus seven, 48.5% Corsi, and I missed how much time on ice that I had.
17 minutes a game he played, which is great. Just a great year, honestly. 26th overall is very solid. Hats off to you. Congratulations. A Winnipeg, what is their thing? It's North Stars? What is
I honestly don't know. I like
the
the logo.
Winnipeg? The Winnipeg, just I'm loading here. I've got
Yeah.
the Circle of Death. Oh, our next pick, Silver Tarandus. Tarandus. Claimed on waivers. He has 357 total TPE, 3.5 million in the bank, 12 goals, 30 assists, was minus 16, 46.3 Corsi. Did all that in 16 and a quarter minutes on the ice. So that's not a bad pick for New
Another
England
Thunder
there.
Bay.
Yeah, geez, they're just producing, eh? They're full of them.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so your
I'm,
team there,
I'm looking
uh,
at the website is definitely slow right now.
it's slow. Yeah, everybody's trying to look to see what's going on. Winnipeg Aurora.
I
So
dig it.
that's her name. There you go. The Aurora.
I'm trying to remember my scout
The
conversation with
only thing
them.
that's unfortunate with them is I will not be joining you because they don't have a pick for a while, and I didn't talk to them. So that it's
Yeah.
just it's a trade now. It's a trade. So when I get sick of it or you get sick of it, there you go. Saku Oliver Niemi. You want to give that rundown of your teammate there?
Uh, yeah. All right. Oh, Larry! It's freaking Larry. 284
Freaking
TPE,
Larry.
34.9 mil in the bank, 34th overall, selected by Carolina in the junior draft. He's got 12 goals, 27 assists, plus 23, 51.6 Corsi, and 18-ish minutes time on attack, or not time on attack, time on ice. Yeah, defenseman for us. Yeah, Larry's a funny guy. Um, yeah, that's a good pick. Seattle, that's a good one. Is that who's this player under? Like
Caden
almost looked
Dooley, maybe on the Habs
I don't
there.
I don't even know who that is.
I think it's Caden Dooley. Um, but don't quote me on that one.
How bad is that I didn't recognize his player name until I saw Larry?
Play with them all year long, but that's okay. No worries.
Oh,
Oh, that's you. That's you. Oh no, it's my turn
oh
too.
my,
All right.
yeah.
Rastiko Goslevachinali Moki Tevkov. The centerman out of Quebec City, 364 total TPE, 14.5 million in the bank. He was originally selected 32nd overall, 15 goal, 32 assist season. He was plus 20. Great for a rookie. 51.4 Corsi and 16 and a half minutes on the ice. Calgary Dragons. It's a nice logo. I really like that one. He is a whale.
Yeah.
That is his thing. His render is a whale. He's a
He's a
whale.
whale of a player.
Whale of a good time, I
It
heard in
it
the
makes
locker room as well.
it makes me think of that commercial with the walrus playing goalie. You remember that?
Yeah.
Goalie named Duncan. He's like, "Come on, Duncan!" And they are like tossing him fish.
We assure you he can perform better than a walrus.
I
Or
mean,
I
don't
mean, we're
discriminate
hoping.
again. Oh, all right, we have a trade to
Ooh,
announce. So,
doodle-doo, doodle-doo.
oh, it disappeared
Buffalo
real quick.
receives the Chicago second, so 30th overall of this draft, for the 37th overall pick and a next year's third round pick. So Buffalo's going to move up basically 3 spots, sorry, 7 spots, 7 spots here, and it's going to cost them next year's third. So that's what we're seeing here.
All right. Sorry, I'm joining Winnipeg's locker room right now. I'm trying to.
Really exciting. We
Yeah.
might be able to. How long have we gone here?
Uh, I don't know actually. Zoom, t tell me information.
Yeah, it's not really not no, don't know.
I feel like we started. I feel like we probably have to go like maybe 10, 15 more minutes, maybe.
That's fine.
We
Let's
have
do it.
another
Walrus.
goalie. It's the Walrus. I told you, Walrus goalie. Am I like a psychic?
Jeez.
315 TPE, 4.8 mil in the bank. He was selected 50th overall by St. Louis Scarecrows. Actually, I think this
That
is the
is just
second. This
fabulous
is this.
render. I love that.
This is the second goalie from St. Louis, I
Yes.
think, that was drafted now. 12, 26, and
Yes.
3, 882 save percentage, and a 4.42 goals against. I believe zero shutouts, if
Oh,
I saw
those are
that
some
right.
tough numbers. I I'm curious as to that pick. No offense at all to Walrus himself at Arctic, but that's a curious pick. He's a low TPE and he didn't have great numbers, so that's curious. Must be just a walrus of a guy, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm
So,
that's
speaking for
interesting.
yourself, who do you think you had the best conversations with in your scouting?
Toronto, Hamilton, but I don't think Hamilton anymore because they picked their goalie. Um, another one.
Travis
He had a
Coates.
889 with a 354 TPE, 24.7 in the bank. Claimed on waivers by Maine, 19 13 and 0, 889 with a 378. So another one drafted by Texas. I think I talked to Texas as well.
I
So
wonder if they
maybe
were I wonder if they were a recreate because I wonder if like the his junior team had like a goalie maybe go inactive and they had a recreate that was just kind of waiting for someone to pick them up maybe and that's why they were claimed on
yeah,
waivers perhaps.
but right, yeah, yeah.
354 TPE. All right, next up we have Patrick Diadek.
That's pretty good.
330, yeah, 331 TPE, 1.9 mil in the bank. Another waiver claim by Yukon, 5 goals, 20 assists, minus 37, 49.7 Corsi, and over 19 minutes time on ice. Judging by the
Drysdale.
numbers, yeah, that was Drysdale. Yeah, yeah, good
Yeah,
call. And he's going to Philly. How fitting is that?
that is perfect. Look at that. Match made in heaven.
That's funny. I'm gonna put that in the chat right now. If I could type right now, I'm messing everything up.
Well, there is a Lord Quavius brother going to Toronto. I would assume we see back to back here.
Yes,
Uh,
yes, we will. Bartholomew Bitacalayo Laquavarius, Sparky D, 357 TPE, 213 mil in the bank,
that
seventh
is
overall by
crazy.
Kelowna. Yeah, 3 goals, 20 something assists. I missed the rest of the information, but yeah, both of the so one of them is the GM, the other one is the co-GM of Toronto. So both of them are going to their respective teams here with the 33rd and 34th overall pick. Um, it's kind of funny. I was talking to one of the GMs that is being selected in this draft, and I was asking him, I said, why are there so many GM and co-GMs like in this draft class? And apparently they wanted to get a really good look at our draft class because it was so huge because of some of the different advertising and marketing that the SHL has done. So they just joined so that they could become more familiar with this draft class to really, get some home runs in this draft here today.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, really? They didn't pick the brother. So Boudreaux is going to go next. 341 total TB, 43.7 in the bank. He was claimed on waivers originally by Great Falls. So 8 goals, 17 assists. He was minus 45, playing almost 19 minutes a game, 40.8 Corsi. So really tough year on the ice for him, but I think he's got some promise. So Toronto goes a little different and doesn't pick the brother to
Yeah, that's interesting.
Bartholomew, which is kind of odd.
I wonder if either, I mean, I don't think I have my information wrong here. I wonder if one of them might just retire their player if they decided they didn't want to follow through and, got their scouting done of this. But next up we have Leon L. Messent. 320 TPE, plays for QC. 2.5 mil in the bank, claimed on waivers. Another waiver claim, 25 goals, 19 assists, plus 20, 53% Corsi, and 16 minutes time on ice. There are a lot of waiver claims. Honestly, I have not been paying attention close enough to that part of the forums that I've seen that there were this many waiver claims throughout the season.
Which is interesting. We shall
Hmm,
see.
interesting.
So next we got Atlanta. So we'll see who they zero in on here. Almost at the end of this second round, I think we have some picks that are cut off at the bottom there, and I'm not sure what's going on, but maybe hopefully they get that fixed.
Yeah.
Can't really
Oh,
see
yeah, I
the
see that
bottom.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that. See, how many Thunder Bay players have we gotten in this second round so far? One, two.
I see two.
Well, damn. There are a couple names on there though that are so long we can't see.
Yeah, that's true. People going crazy on the keyboard.
Absolutely.
There you go. There's the next pick. Or 2.0. Ooh, tough bank balance there. He's got 354 TPE with a minus 1.1 in the bank. So he's overdrafted there. So he was originally selected 25th overall. 6 goals, 19 assists, minus 48 on the year. 43.5 Corsi and played over 19 minutes. So played a lot.
Yeah,
Did not have a lot
we
of
got
points.
McLovin. We got
There you
McLovin.
go. Yeah, and he's got he's got a, a Nathan McKinnon Avs jersey with a head that is McLovin. We love it.
McLovin's the GOAT.
We love to see it.
Next up,
Oh,
we got Emo LeBron. We got Benoit Jean Le Boucher.
Boucher. Yeah, there you go.
351 TPE, 27.6 mil in the bank. Thunder Bay, selected fourth overall by Thunder Bay. 26 goals, 48 assists. That is a monster number. Minus 13, 45.3 Corsi, and 15 minutes time on ice. That is those are some offensive numbers and only a minus 13
Oh,
for Thunder
and
Bay.
he was playing under 16 minutes and he got that. Like next year, if he plays more, he can go crazy.
Yeah. Talk about a good season. I never knew emo people were so good at hockey. Just blasting MCR in the locker room.
Right? Just the mentality game. They just play a great mentality game.
So next up we got San Francisco Pride, Tampa Bay.
The reigning cup winners. Troy
All right.
Martone, Buzz SHL is the username. 229 TP, so on the really low end, but $271 million in the bank. So I think he's fine there. He was originally selected third overall, 6 goals, 18 assists, minus 42. Played over 17 minutes, so good year. 43% Corsi. That's not so good, but yeah,
That's
weird,
a
weird pick here. Actually, he didn't really have great stats, but a lot of money.
that was
Um,
a lot of time on ice for a rookie and for a forward no less. So I'd have to
yeah,
imagine that Martone played at least 2C for his rookie season.
yeah, that's crazy.
You'd have to imagine that maybe with some of these recreates that, they got buddies throughout the league. And
Oh yeah, up there ice time for sure.
yeah,
Oh,
it could
there I
be.
go. Johnny
Oh,
Hockey goes to
you want
Tampa Bay Barracuda. I never talked to this organization. This is crazy. 362 CPE, 6.5 in the bank, 16, 20, and 4 with a 900 save percentage. Where did my stats go? 3.67 goals against and one shutout. So that's a crazy um player render, but I love it regardless. I think that's is that price? I think that's price.
no, I missed it.
So there I go. Man, I
Let me
think that's
see.
a really good way to end off this stream. I think
Yeah.
with 2 minutes remaining in this audio here, we've reached our goal, ladies and gentlemen. Um, wait, that wasn't to Tampa Bay. That was to Toronto.
Yeah, I'm thinking there might be something wrong with the graphic. So when your
That
pick
makes
came up,
way more sense. Yes, there I go.
okay,
Toronto.
okay,
Yes,
Toronto.
man. That makes
Dude,
way more
congrats.
sense. Let's go. Toronto. This is what
Yeah,
I
nothing
want.
against Tampa. I wouldn't want you to go to a team that didn't scout you. That's not something that's ever really good. Dude, Toronto, dude, fucking Toronto. Look at the picks that they've gotten this draft. They are loading up like crazy right now.
Dude, the guy sent me a message. He says, welcome effing home, man. That's
Let's
so
go.
fun. That's so fun. Alrighty, folks. I think that's a
Well,
great way to end it here.
let's do one more here. We got Timothy Welch, our buddy in Game Plan, Stevie Y, with 363 TP. That is a lot of TPE falling this low. 5.1 mil in the bank. Plays for QC. 9 goals, 28 assists, plus three, 49.4% Corsi, and 16 minutes time on ice. Goes to the Spectres. I don't know what is it New Orleans Spectres? Not Nala. I would assume so. Yeah. I might be wrong though. I might be absolutely wrong here.
He's trying his best, though. We have to remember. Okay, we have
Uh,
less than a minute, though. We have to wrap this up. We have to wrap this up. That
yep.
is it for us. I think it's been a pleasure.
Yeah.
Um,
That concludes the second round. Thanks for joining us. Thank you, Johnny Hockey, for doing this with me.
anytime, anytime, and we'll see you guys next time.
Sounds good.